I believe we are streaming. We sure are. It says excellent connection.
Wow, lucky us.
Except I don't think. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I
Ah,
was
I see.
I was waiting for the screen to pop up. There we go.
Yeah, I need to change my profile picture you have for these placeholder stuff. I still have a beard in those. Not great.
Oh yeah, I need to add like a new. Just I need to make a whole new thumbnail. Honestly.
Yeah. All
Um,
right.
I think there should be an announcement in the Discord soon under I think events. Actually, it might be announcements. I can't
I
remember
think
where
it's
it
announcement.
is. It. Oh yeah, it probably will be the YouTube. Yeah, couch bot. I think might be the one that actually says we're live. Yeah. Um, cool.
Cool.
Um, so hopefully during this broadcast, a pet doesn't die. Because that's what
Oh, I
happened.
forgot about that.
That's what happened during not the last one, but the previous one, I think.
Yeah.
um. So yeah, lovely things always happen on the days that we decide to make videos. But uh, so I'm kind of waiting to see if anybody like joins. I know we have, I think we only have like one viewer right now. So
That would be me.
yep. So we'll
Did you give it a thumbs up? Because I see two thumbs up.
I did not know.
Oh, I got two.
Yeah.
Hasn't sent yet. I can send the link actually. And announcements. Or events.
Yeah. Good call. I do think. Yeah. I mean, it will send. Yeah.
Oh man, I really hate that picture.
Wait. So you don't have a beard anymore?
No, I haven't had it in a while.
Oh dang.
Yeah, no, I saw you not that long ago. I didn't have it then.
When did I see you? Wait.
Labor Day?
Labor Day. Okay, that was still kind of a long time ago, but
You think I can grow that? Actually, I probably could grow that back pretty quickly.
I was gonna say I definitely could have a pretty decent beard in like what has it been? 2 months, something like that.
Yeah,
When was Labor
less
Day? I don't know.
like early September.
Whatever. My beard is huge now. I haven't shaved it in a while.
Well, I will say though that I have a murder mystery party on Friday. I'm trying to grow out the mustache for that, so we'll see how it goes.
Just the stash.
Just the stash. Well, it's 1920s theme, so
Uh,
I'm the bartender, so you gotta pull
okay.
him up in the stash.
Yep.
All right, but shall we dig into it?
Yeah, we can start getting into it. So plan for this. Oh, there's the couch bot announcing.
Yeah.
Um, but plan for this broadcast. It'll probably be at least half an hour to 45 minutes, maybe, depending on how long my voice lasts. But we're gonna talk about the update we just released and just kind of go over pros, cons, answer any thoughts or suggestions that people have about it. And then we're gonna talk about um, kind of what we're thinking for the future of the game, just kind of moving forward to the next update because traditionally, after we release a major update, we tend to just kind of not do anything for 3 months or longer. So mostly because it's just so tiring. You know, you release an update and you don't want to work on the game. You want to just put it down for a while, but it doesn't really work that way all the time.
No.
And with this update in particular, we're in a good position to kind of just keep on rolling. I think we
Yeah,
have a yeah. Go ahead.
as many of the bugs as we've had in the past, this is nothing.
Yeah. The ones we've had are like real small and easy to manage within like a day. Um, so after like a maybe like another week of just kind of like hot fixes and things, we'll probably start working on some of our plans for the next update, which we don't have like an idea of what the scope of that's going to be like yet. Um, but we
We have
have
some
been
ideas.
yeah some ideas.
Hopefully, we can aim for. I mean, tradition would say come out in the winter, but we'll see how how long it takes us. Hopefully sooner, but we'll see.
Yeah, I would say if I had to put just like a rough estimate, or not even an estimate, just like a desired time, would probably be sometime in. Shoot, it depends on how much we get to work on it, but I would like to see it out in like January or February.
I love that. I just know work gets busy for me in January and February, so
Mm,
we'll see. We'll see.
yeah, we'll see. Um, but but I mean, actually, I think our plan was to release some like smaller updates, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
8.1 or something. Um, so we'll probably, depending on how much we get done, like if we get like a good like sizable chunk of work done, we'll just push it out like as soon as we can, because as far as like the next major update, which should be 0.9, that probably won't happen till spring at the earliest. So I'm hoping we can get some smaller updates out and see how long those can kind of carry us along.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At the very least, I think we can have like at least an additional location out pretty soon. Honestly, we can,
Yeah.
buildings are simple, and then maybe even like drop just like another tier sub ending.
Um,
Like,
that would be really cool actually if we could release another tier of sub ending that quickly. Um, the good thing is the system is pretty much in place, and I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know what other people think, but like, what else could we even do? Do we have ideas for like other things we could do with like quest goals?
quest goals, like sub goals.
Yeah, because like I know we have time trials, we have find it things, we have kill this many NPCs. Like, is there another type that I'm not thinking of? I mean, I maybe like a puzzle or something.
I think one thing a lot of people want to see is PvP incorporating a quest. I'm very skeptical of that. If we can find a way to best include that, where you can't just like toggle on off PvP as you want,
Yeah,
it could be included. But at the same time, I think that could be. I think there's better ways to spend our time.
yeah, that's
We
my
want to hear from you guys. So the YouTube chat is live. If you want to drop in any ideas for future quests, subtasks, if you're tired of finding stuff or doing the time trials, or killing NPCs, we're happy to hear other ideas.
uh,
Yeah, bounty quests is what I've heard a decent amount of, but I appreciate the input. So it's a possibility in the future. I'm just hesitant because there needs some rework included with that.
yeah. Well, see, like that sounds like it would require other people be there, right? Like,
Right, exactly.
yeah,
Which at the same time, it could be frustrating if you're doing a quest at 3 a.m. and no one's on.
right. That's true. Um, so yeah, I like the idea. Um, but yeah, uh,
Hi, Mikey. We see you.
yeah, yeah. Hello. Um, yeah, because that was something with this update that I was really trying to like think about, like what can we do? Because I know that just having a bunch of find this, find that is like really annoying, and it's not. I mean, it can be fun, but it gets old. And so I was like really trying to think of ways that we could spice it up, and so that's why we both spent a lot of time figuring out, okay, let's make like kill however many of this type of NPC, um, or get this many things in this amount of time, or another thing we could actually do that I wasn't thinking about is I think we could do a timed uh, NPC fight. Could we do that? Like kill
It's
10
not.
NPCs in this amount of time?
I don't think it's quite as simple as you think, but maybe.
Okay, because I
You did that implementation.
that's true. Let me think of the time trial stuff. I think that would actually. I don't think that would be too difficult. Um, well, yeah, shoot, I don't think it would be. I think I know how I would do that. So yeah, that is something we could definitely do in the future. Um,
Skip wants a traversable water and fire move in the future. I think we definitely need to do that as well.
traversable. You mean like oh, you mean like a riding a wave or something, or
Yeah, probably water wave. Fire would probably be honestly propulsion, but I think I've just now thought of a way to implement that where it's similar to the glider, where it's not as OP. So
hmm.
I'm actually not opposed to incorporating that soon.
Yeah, I like that idea though. Having some travel moves for them.
Uh, can we say what the other two air subs will be, or at least one? Do we know the third one?
Yeah, we know both of them, right?
Yeah,
Like
I thought.
we can probably say all of the subs
Yeah,
at this point, really.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm trying to think. Air's sub is gonna be, um, oh,
So the next
spiritual.
one is spiritual projection, right?
Yes, I think. What's
Yes.
the other one for air?
The other one's flight.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So next one will be spiritual protection, then flight. And we have some good ideas for those. Those will hopefully be much easier to implement than suffocation.
Right. Um, yeah, I know that airbenders will. I mean, I'm gonna do. Well, we are gonna do our best to implement those in a way that isn't boring.
Right.
I really want them to be something that you guys look forward to because truth be told, air just doesn't have that much to work with when it comes to like attacking people. Um, So we're gonna do our best to make spiritual projection actually useful, and also, I mean, I think everybody can understand that how sweet flight would be. And I think the coolest thing about flight is that you can use all of your moves while you're flying, pretty much, or a vast
Oh,
majority
yeah.
of them. Um,
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
right? I mean, like I think like stuff moves like suffocation and stuff might be a little harder to implement while flying.
But man, if you guys think these past quests are tough, you have no idea.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. um,
We apologize ahead of time.
yeah, seriously, we like honestly, I'm surprised at how fast some people did complete
Yeah,
these
seriously,
quests.
it is insane.
Um, because we thought we made them like really hard. So next time, like for the tier two subs, you best believe you're gonna be upset. Like you're gonna be upset because you won't be able to get them right away. But we're not gonna make it so hard that it's like literally impossible. But like my biggest concern with subs was always that we'd end up with like a bunch of people running
Oh,
around with lightning or something.
did you see Repost God's comment?
Let's see. Would it be nice if
I
there was...
like that a lot, actually.
Oh,
We
that
talked
would
about
be really
creating a spirit
cool.
world in the future. I think a quest to get there would be really neat. Hi, Leo.
Um,
Um,
yeah, something that I thought of just now with like maybe with spiritual projection, you could enter the spirit world, and then from the spirit world, you could much more quickly get to other regions of the map.
you mean like
Oh, but I guess
the?
you'd have to be like a spirit though. Huh. Yeah, I was thinking like actually switching servers.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know how that would work though because like
Not like
your
yeah,
body
but
would remain.
yeah, but most people that would be getting uh spiritual projection in the first place are very active people, and they have enough money where
Yeah,
they go back to the lobby and pay for it and go.
that's true. But either way, incorporating the spirit world into things would be so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we it always used to be a joke in the past, but like Bossing say, but now it's starting like it's on the back of our minds now. So
Yeah.
we're getting.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of locations left that need to be made. I think the next one, if I had to guess, the next one that's actually going to be implemented is, uh, sorry, I'm blanking, the Sun Warriors area.
Yeah,
Because
Fezzi's doing a
Yeah,
great job.
Fezzi has been killing that. It is so cool. And I told Fezzi the other day, I'm like, dude, I want to implement that. And I think he's pretty much done. I don't know what else he even has left to do.
I mean, he sent pictures today. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm terrified for how laggy it might be, but Fezzi can apparently handle it, so I assume we can as well.
And
Um,
then I know we want to make the Boiling Rock in the Northern Air Temple soon.
and Ember Island too. I think
Oh,
that's up
that's right.
there.
That's right. We have a
Uh,
star in Ember Island, don't we?
no, not really. It's a
I
terrible
thought,
start, so we'll probably just restart.
I thought, that checks out.
Yeah, it was a really bad start. Um,
Thank you, Giant 354.
yeah. um, so yeah. I don't like.
Yeah.
We'll probably do a community vote as far as the next location that people want.
See, I feel like I'm gonna vote for Northern Air Temple though. I know Stormback's been wanting that for a while.
That's true. Well, we might not include that one because, like,
That's true.
we all
That would
know
be
that Northern Air Temple is going to happen. It's just that I want to get like a smaller place out so we can focus on some of the subs and things like that.
true. And like that's the last big project we're building.
Yeah, it would be kind of sad to have that just be done and then just have like a bunch of small things left.
Yeah. True. But going back to where we're at with the sub elements, the next two for water will also be plant bending and then blood bending.
Yep. I think people kind of expected those, but yeah, plant is going to be like the level 2 water sub and then blood. Um, don't expect them both at the same time. And the main reason I say that is because even if I did release both at the same time, it would take so unbelievably long to even get the third one that like, and even the second one, like the second one is not going to be easy to get. Um, so it'd be kind of dumb to release them at the same time anyway, because everyone would just be trying to get the second one before they can even start the third. Um, so, so yeah, and then we're also trying to think of ways to incorporate people's opinions about having multiple subs. I had mentioned like specialization, right, Sifu?
What was it? You can get all the basic moves, but if you want to get the moves you make in the future, you have to specialize in a sub. Is
Mm-hmm.
that right?
Pretty
Yeah.
much. And I don't know if there'd be like a way to switch your specialization. Um, I
Bring
would.
back the lucky turtle.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, something like that. I mean, switching a specialization would be really cool. This could be a lot of work involved with that. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but either way, I want to have some sort of system where it's like, okay, if you really want to be a good plant bender and not a good, but not so much a good healer, then you can specialize in plant bending and have moves exclusive to people who choose to specialize in plant bending.
To Suri in the chat, no, water will have healing right now, and then plant and blood will come out in the future.
Yep.
Sorry, I just want to catch that one.
Um, let's see. Let's see. Since the subs are all air, would we need a specialization? That's a good question, Leo. I don't know. We haven't I just posed the idea of a specialization, so I haven't thought through all like the specifics of it. Um, but
The tough thing for
yeah,
air is that, like, we we just struggle to make a second suffocation move.
right.
And we've mapped out the three different spiritual protection moves, but we have to get kind of creative with like how does that like level up more or less. Um, so for all we know, Earth might just or Air might just get more basic moves that require a quest to get something along the lines. It'll remain balanced, but we'll see. I think
Um,
it's fair.
yeah. Uh, let's see. Uh,
So then fire, we had lightning now, and then is True Colors one of them?
True Fire, I think is what
True
I wanted
Fire.
to call it. Yeah.
That's right.
Um, so True Fire was an idea we had a long time ago, but I think we're gonna actually go through with it. Um, and that is we're gonna have the Sun Warrior location be like the hub in the same way that the desert is the hub for getting sandbending. The Sun Warrior location will be like the hub for unlocking True Fire. And True Fire is going to be this cool, colorful fire that will have unique moves that no other firebender can get. So it's still firebending. It's just like it's the type of firebending that you can only obtain by having the true meaning of fire, right? Like from the show. Um, so I'm thinking like Rainbow Fire or like Dragon esque moves. I
Oh
think
yeah,
I think that would be really cool. I think a move we actually made, one of the very first moves we ever made was called Dragon Breath, and probably gonna rename that, but uh, but also make
reskin
it,
it.
yeah, definitely reskin it. That thing's old as heck. But the concept will still be the same though.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so moves like that is gonna be the second firebending sub. And then the third one obviously is combustion, which is going to be insanely hard to get and not as OP as most people think it's going to be. But yeah.
That's I was sitting here trying to remember the third fire sub. And like, is it Soul Fire? Soul Reading? Like, Cora? No. But we did chat about that.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Leo. um, but yeah. And then so wait, so we covered air and water and fire, so just earth. And I
Yep.
think earth is a little weird. So with earth, obviously we have sand, which is like the lamest of the subs, but whatever. Um, after sand for earth will be metal and then
Yeah.
lava.
Yep.
Um, metal's gonna be a weird one because
I'm really excited.
I
Oh,
haven't really put much thought into it, honestly.
no, but I think metal in my mind, metal is faster, smaller moves for Earth. I think like metal wires. Um,
Yeah,
but what I'm really looking forward to with metal is incorporating it into the map.
that's true. I mean, there are a decent amount of places where metal exists, um, but
Oh yeah.
I mean, because I know, like, especially in the Fire Nation, there's definitely places where there's like a good amount of metal. Um, but a lot of people were narking us about not having like a sand pouch, mostly because that. I mean, like the reason we haven't implemented that is because it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Water pouch is a bit of a pass because it's like you have to have a way for waterbenders to do the thing. It's not even a sub, water is just that's the root bending. So we have to allow that. But as far as sand bending, it's like, yeah, you got to be near sand. But when it comes to metal bending, like metal is dangerous even with a tiny quantity of it. So I think we really will have something like a metal rod or something that people can carry, or scrap metal or something, and they'll be able to use metal bending moves wherever they're at.
Yeah.
or at least the wires, like the cords, because that would make sense.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
yeah, and then lava bending, and we're not going to spend much time talking about the third tier sub moves because again, those aren't really up next on the. They're not on the radar right now, but second tier is though. Uh,
To repost God and Pira Kayu. Yeah. Yeah. All those True Fire quests will be at the Sun Warriors. But do we want to hop into this update?
Um, yeah, I think that's all the subs. So yeah, as far as this update and how it went, um, I think it went pretty well. But I mean, I think the general reception of the quest lines has been good.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree.
but
I think people were
yeah,
expecting more for this update.
I think they were, and it's like I think a lot of the reason that it feels like a letdown to people is because so much of it was like behind the scenes stuff we had to do.
Well, it's also they're seeing. I mean, they're seeing a quarter of what we did, right? Because we made 3 other quests. They don't even
Oh,
get to touch.
that's true. That's also true. I didn't think about that. Um, yeah. So that's something. I wanted to make sure I mentioned this. Is like, so the way we ended up, it just kind of happened this way. It wasn't like the plan, but in order to get the sub quest done, um, I had ended up doing all of the lightning and sandbending quest. Um, and Sifu took the water and uh, what am I blanking?
Fire.
Airbending. Yes. Yeah. I forget about airbenders. All the water and airbending quest. And that's just how it worked out.
I'm sure
Um,
Snozen said the same thing about Airbenders.
I've been thinking a lot about the state of the world lately. Um, but yeah, so that's just how like that fell, and we had so little time to like test like in order to meet like our deadline that I am yet to complete the waterbending quest. I think I did the first one. I haven't done the second two, and then the air one. I think I did complete both of those, but not like in game.
Right.
Um, so
I don't think I haven't touched your third firebending one.
have you done the sandbending one yet?
No.
Dude, the third sandbending one is like my favorite. I love it. Um, but and the funny thing is, this is funny. I don't know of any sandbender who's even started the third one.
Really?
Yeah, in the game, I don't think they can find him.
Is he in
Um,
the desert?
he is. He's in the desert.
Oh.
They're
Because
all.
I'm working
Yeah.
on the first sandbending quest right now,
Oh dang.
and I'm stuck. I also found a very secret area in the desert. Fun fact.
Bro, I think it's insane like how fast people actually did the first sandbending quest because I think the first one's pretty tough, but they did it. Um,
Yeah, I was struggling with it.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. Um, I think they went pretty well. I really like the time trials. I don't know if anybody in the chat has had the chance to do a quest that has a time trial in it. I think only the third ones do. Oh, we have a question.
Uh, here at Karyu, there'll be 3 for each element.
Yeah, 3 subs. Three main subs. There's definitely like I want to say subs. Um,
Yeah.
but like Earth has seismic sense. Wasn't there one for
Yeah.
water? Yeah. Earth also has like mud technically. But what about water? Isn't there one for water that I'm not thinking of? Um, I don't know.
Not sure.
Yeah, maybe not for water, but I know like people have talked about like spirit healing or whatever. Oh no, yeah, that's what it was
Oh,
for
that
water.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. The spirit whatever, the calming spirit thing for water, and then like fire has like flame healing or something, or I don't know what that was from Korra.
Soul reading. I'm calling
Soul,
it soul
yeah,
reading.
soul reading. Is that what it is? Yeah. And then I thought air. People had talked about like air having like sound bending or whatever, but I don't know about that.
Sound cloud. Net.
Yeah. Um. So like basically they're not out of the question. They're just not something we're gonna work on right at like to get go. Um. Energy reading. Yes, that's what it was. Um.
Yeah, they are from an old game, Leo. We played that game when we were much younger.
Uh. Wait. Sound and cloud. Oh yeah, we did play that. Um. And then let's think. What else? Uh, yeah, I think people are
Well, so
generally happy with the quest lines, right?
yeah, yeah. I just wish we could have gotten more from them, but I mean, it's a really good start for I think the future of Quest.
Um,
Um,
yeah,
moving on to the current, I think we kind of hit up the Quest in this previous update enough.
yeah,
So we
um,
could talk about the other stuff we worked on this update.
yeah. Collectibles are kind of revamped, right?
Yeah, collectibles will now only appear locally for you. Once you collect it, you won't see it again, which I don't know if people have seen that in the past.
Um,
Uh,
yeah,
oh, my intro. Uh, but do you want to talk about the bandits a little bit?
yeah. So we got the new bandit NPCs. I think initially when we released bandits, they were like we like really jumped the gun. I think I got on one evening and Sifu was like, "Look what I made," and there was a bandit, and I was like, "What the?" Because that was not a part of like what we were supposed to be doing. Um, I was hyped, but I was like, "This isn't gonna. I know this isn't gonna be like." Extensible, like we're not going to be able to like customize these guys, so we spent a good deal of time working on um, a system just to make like custom NPCs in the sense that like we can change their name, how much health they have, how much damage they do, what bending moves they use, what clothes they wear. Now they all spawn randomly with like different clothing and different accessories um, that we have to manually set up. So like setting together all of those enemy configurations was a bit of a challenge. But now that that system is set up, it'll be a lot easier for us to make new enemy types moving forward. Um, and we're really excited about the possibility of having enemies that don't just look like people. We could have enemies that are like animals or monsters or bosses or something. So definitely keep that on the back of your mind. That's something we really want to do.
Sure. Um, Another thing we added this past update was the backpack system revamped. Mobile users, I know you were complaining with me and you weren't too happy, but you're welcome. Uh, Mobile players now have all 10 move slots. Those will save. If you haven't figured out how to save it yet, just put in the moves you want to have, press the save button, and boom, it'll load in that move slot every time you join the game. Uh, so, first of all, shout out to Fernan1010 from the dev forum who provided me with his custom inventory GUI. Definitely gave us a great start to that and gave us the ability to make a custom GUI or a custom hotbar. But that being said, we had to do a lot of work. It took probably more time than the quest, I think, total to get
Yeah,
that up and running. Just because we have a really weird system with how I don't want to say weird system. We have a very unique system for adding the bending moves to your inventory. Because when you think about it, when you join the game, you get added bending moves. So we need to calculate your level and your element and give you the moves for those, plus any private moves you might have, plus any equipment like gliders you might have, plus any private moves like the apprentices might have, and now the quest moves as well. So there's a lot that goes into that. And then we made the savable move set, and then we weren't happy enough naturally, so we decided to make multiple move sets an option. So you can have up to 5 slots if you buy the Game Pass, but the first 3 are free. And that was a whole another burden to tackle because now you realize, okay, if I change my move set, I need to make sure the moves populate that move set without it refreshing your reload time on some moves, for example. So that was kind of one of the hurdles we had to conquer. Um, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it doesn't look too bad on mobile. Shout out to Hannah and I think maybe Morgan who made the backgrounds with the
yeah. Some of
covers.
those are Hannah's, some of them are Morgan's, and then of course your girlfriend made a ton of move icons for us this update, which is great. Um,
Yeah, we had a fourth person help us out with movesets this update.
yeah. I pointed that out at some point. I was like, so now we've had 4 different people make move icons for us. Is it 4? I think it is. It might even be 5.
We had my friend,
Yeah.
your girlfriend, my girlfriend, and Miri,
Uh.
Miria.
Yeah. What was it?
Oh, I forget her name. It started with an M, I thought. I think it was Mary.
No. I don't remember her Discord name. Um.
But the start. I mean, I guess technically I made some really old ones are still in Elemental Onslaught, and you made them too.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I think is Healing
six.
Dome still a thing? Is Healing Dome?
Healing Domes is still there.
Yeah, that's
Healing
the
Domes looks good.
longest. That's the oldest one.
Is it? Wow.
Look at these move icons I made. They're beautiful.
Oh,
I
that's
think
very
they
nice.
haven't loaded quite. Yeah, there they are.
Oh,
Jerry, the model.
we love Jay.
Yeah, gotta love
For
Jerry.
those who might be newer to our server, Jerry is our test dummy. He's been with us from day one, the true OG.
For real. He's the avatar actually.
He is the avatar.
He's the only one that can canonically bend all of the elements. Um, but so let's see. Uh, what else was there this update? Custom backpack, quest lines, collectibles revamped. The new Kiyoshi, beautiful. That
Shout out to
was
Epic.
Epic and Storm. Uh, I know Epic did a lot of like the landscaping and actually like building Kiyoshi, and Storm had worked on some of the houses there. I think it looks really nice and it's more accurate to the show. That was like one of the first places we wanted revamped because that was the
It's our
first
first
place
place we
we
made.
made, and so it was like, yeah, we had really low standards back then. We didn't realize how freaking big of an undertaking this would be.
I
Um,
think when we first made Kiyoshi, it took us like 3 days maybe total.
Maybe, yeah,
I think it was one day me doing landscaping, one day of you and Johnny 354 working on the houses,
hmm
and
and
that's
just
about it.
some finishing touches, you know.
Yeah,
That was
well,
it.
some trees here,
hmm
a random hot tub on top.
I think that was entirely Johnny 354's idea.
No, that was me. That was like, you know what? This water has to have
It
a
was you?
source. I
Oh,
was thinking
you're
we could build
right.
a pool up there,
Yeah, yeah,
but we do miss old Kiyoshi. It's forever in our hearts and in the town hall of the new Kiyoshi. So
yeah,
check it out there.
yeah. There's old Kiyoshi right here.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. If you know, you know. But now you do know. Yeah.
For
Um,
for the sake of time, I think we should move on to some future ideas we have.
yes. Either way, I think we covered all the bases on the old update. So, or the previous update. But so new ideas. We have a ton of them.
Per usual.
Yeah, a lot of ideas. Not a lot of people to make those ideas happen. Um, but so usually, I think we kind of just think about what we're most excited to do at this stage because it helps us stay motivated. Um, so uh, the biggest thing I want to start working on, Sifu and I have been doing a pretty good job of just like selecting something that each of us wants to work on. Um,
I always feel like the beginning of an update is we get to do our fun task,
mhm,
and then we have to do like actual stuff.
yeah,
This last update, it was me doing the backpack, you doing bandits, more or less.
pretty much. Well, I also started on a bunch of subs. I started.
Oh yeah.
I think I made sand, and then I made. Uh, well, I had to set up lightning. Bruh provided a great base for that. Um, and then so just wait, lightning, sand. Yeah, you did air entirely, and then I also had yeah I did some of the healing stuff as well. But then I moved on to
Blame
bandits.
me for all the air moves breaking.
um, but I'm convinced it's something. I'm convinced it's just something that's not in every location. Like something's not a
You think it's
package.
the easy answer? We'll
Yeah,
talk off.
we'll figure that out. But anyway, so this is the most exciting part of the stream. If you're still here, congrats. Um,
Forward.
yeah, there's four. Wait, I think there's five. Or yeah, four. You're right. So you guys get to hear the newest upcoming stuff. So the thing that I've been dying to work on is giving level a purpose beyond just being like, oh, once you reach level 15, you get a new move. I want every single level to mean something. So I am going to work on allowing you to I'm not sure of the specifics, but I want every level you get to provide you like a point basically, like a skill point. And that skill point can be used to upgrade like a stat, whether that be something like defense against firebending or attack power against waterbenders. Um, so we'll have like a bunch of different stats that you can upgrade, not just basic ones like health, strength, defense. I want to split them up by element too. Um, so I'm gonna have stuff like that. It could even be like defense against ranged attacks or defense against melee attacks, um, or same with like attack. And then obviously I do want to have a stat that's just for like vitality, like your health. But then I'm also thinking about having like skill trees in the sense that you can use like, let's say you're level 60, so you have 60 points and you haven't used any of them. Uh, if you use 5 of those points, you can unlock an upgraded version of a particular move or get like a particular um, ability in combat, like something to help you just in your general combat, or something to like upgrade an existing move that you already have. I think that would add a lot to the game. It would change up the way people's play styles are. Um, so I'm gonna focus really hard on making a really cool user interface for that, and also just making the things you can upgrade very unique. So that's all I'm gonna say about that for now, because frankly I haven't thought about it a whole lot. But that is my project. Sifu, go ahead with what you were gonna work on.
Yeah, I just realized this as you're speaking. Well, one, I didn't realize that you're breaking up by element defensively and offensively, which actually I really like that. Um, but I also realized that you're focusing heavily on the PvP sector of our fan base, and I'm kind of focusing on the more roleplay side of our fan base. I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
So my plan for this next update is to basically increase your originality in terms of your character in the game. So first things first, I want you to have like a location that you're from. Most of the travel will work the same from that. But like I want a waterbender to know if they're from the southern or northern tribe. Just kind of like build like some type of like hospitality there, and like kind of like some allegiance with the people from the same area as you. And you'll get to choose it once. We'll find ways for you to change it. But I kind of want it to be similar to your element, where you're not going to be changing it too often. And then after that, I also want to have a character customization screen. So it'll have a bunch of shirts, pants, hats, hairs, skin tones, accessories um, to put in your character. Um, so for those of you who've already bought clothes from the group, don't worry, those will be used and you'll get those for free in the game. But if you don't want to use actual Robux on those, you can buy them with coins in the game as well, so just to give currency some more usage. I'm really excited for this. I want to make a bunch of custom hats too. Like we've made the Fire Nation prints for Avatar Roku and the Avatar Temple. We have a great hat for waterbenders, like the wolf skin around their head, arrows for airbenders and such. So I'm really excited for that. I think it'll be really cool to kind of bring this game alive some more. And we don't have people looking like a fish in game. Maybe we'll make a game pass or something where we can actually look like your actual character. But I'm really excited to see how this kind of like, turns the game around and makes it like even more lively and authentic.
Yeah, like immersive. I feel like
Yes,
that.
that's what.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're calling out Fish, who's literally in
Oh
this
no,
screenshot.
I saw you pull up that picture. Yep.
Walking around looking like a fish. Um, yeah, so I'm excited for that too, because I think like every other Avatar game I've seen has always had some sort of character customization.
Right. Or at
Which
the very least, they just force the outfit on you.
right. Yeah, I think
That
actually a
would
lot
be
of them
better.
do that. Um, but yeah, this could be really cool. I think both of these projects are going to involve a lot of user interface work. Um,
Oh.
yeah, but you
Sure.
didn't think about that, did you, Sifu?
Oh no, that's on the back of my mind. Don't worry.
um, yeah, so
But I tell myself once I get through that part, I just get to populate it with a bunch of clothes. That's a little more fun.
that is fun. Yeah, I think that's a
As if you're
cool.
listening, we'll be in touch.
Yeah, dude, Fezzy. I'm hoping Fezzy listens to this or is listening to this, but we need you. We need you, Fezzy. We need you. Um, yeah. So
What the world needed him most. He's right there, ready to make more clothes.
so yeah, those are the big two that we definitely want to tackle, but we have other things in mind. As far as the very next thing on our priority list, I've been putting it off for too long now. We are going to go back to waterbending and make those moves look cooler and act better, like just behave better, like generally just make waterbending more viable, because we do hear you when when we can tell when one element isn't getting enough love, or if there's like an imbalance with the PvP. Um, so like for starters, I'm gonna make it so that waterbenders can draw water from nearby water sources. They don't just have to go and stand on water. Um, So I think that'll help a lot, just having water nearby. And then also, uh, we're going to go into each and every waterbending move specifically and try to just kind of revamp them, make them a little quicker, just a little more streamlined. Um, and honestly, we'll probably end up doing that with a lot of other moves too for other elements. But we're going to start with water because water definitely needs the love right now. So, um, yeah. Uh, is there anything? I think there are lots of other things that we have planned. Um, I had a list somewhere, but I'm streaming right now and I don't want to go to that list. But
I can look maybe.
I think it's
Uh,
in exact or ideas for future or something like that.
we have some cosmetic vending moves coming out as well, and a quest associated with that. That'll be a fun little side quest to do.
Oh,
Um,
true. Yeah.
repeatable quests. We've made to do that for a little while now. Especially if you're going to be leveling up. We know it's a grind, but that's another thing we didn't really talk about with the update is the kind of revamped training dummies.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Speaking of the revamped training dummies, funny story. Um, so the night before the update, the night before the update,
Uh,
I was like, nah, I'm tired of these auto clickers. I was just fed up. I was mad. So, like, that night, I revamped every training dummy in the game. and, and then the day of the update, actually, after the update was released, I went back and made the training dummies even less auto clicker friendly or even macro friendly. I don't even think that there's like a macro sophisticated enough to actually allow you to AFK on our training dummies anymore. um, so I was like, I made it knowing that everyone would hate me, but I think it's neat to say that that was a literally last minute decision.
yeah.
Uh,
That being said, I think we do want to keep incorporating more ways to gain EXP. I mean, quests do give you EXP, but I mean, all the quests you just released, they require you to be near max level anyway.
mhm.
So we'll find ways
Yeah.
when we hear you guys.
Well, and now that we have the quest system fleshed out a little better, making new quests is really easy.
Yeah.
And especially ones that are just like, hey, like kill 10 NPCs or whatever, like those take us, 10 minutes to put together. So we can definitely start cranking out a lot more quests that will make leveling more exciting and interesting. Um, more collectibles are bound to come out, more food, or not even more food, just giving different food items special effects is something that we kind of want to do. We already have the system made, we just haven't taken the time to go through and like make them give you specific stats or whatever. Um,
We didn't make a food that just like is rotten. You just like lose 50.
yeah, maybe the unfried dough, right? The unfried dough can just like lose your health.
Hell.
Makes you ragdoll like the dough. Just yeah. Um,
All right. Well, I think that's a good note to end on. A bunch of ideas in the future. We're looking forward to it, and we're reading your suggestions. Unless it's in Gwester, then we're not reading them.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Uh, have a good rest of your evening, and we look forward to giving you more streams like this where we can look at some of the suggestions that we've been getting and uh, start implementing some of those ideas. So
Yeah, and just adding on to that before you finish, we also want to make a coherent effort to show you guys some more of our development process. Obviously, we don't like giving you guys away everything that's gonna be in an update, but I think it's definitely important for people to see like what we're doing in the background, especially if you want to learn to be a dev in the future. Let us know. We can try to host more of those kind of dev sessions too.
yeah, I'll briefly just show you all these channels we have for development. Like we have uh, building references for all the four elements. We even have some for like spirit things.
Go into Earth Kingdom. I'm sure you can see some like bossing say stuff in there, maybe.
Oh yeah, you can see like how this is how we like go about making things. We get pictures and then we just try to like model after those images. If any of you have been to Bossing Say, you might recognize this store and even like the shape of these lamps. The zoo is modeled exactly off of this picture. Um, all of these things we tried to get. The Fancy Lady Day Spa, we tried to make things as accurate to the show as possible. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Here's like a good overshot of the Jasmine Dragon. Um, so yeah,
So, Oh, never mind. I'm behind on the stream. That's right.
Yeah, and here's like stuff for see Fire Nation, like when we made the throne room, a lot of stuff. Even the koala sheep, right? Like we need to know what they look like. Um, never did this. We never did make this thing. Um,
I'm a
but
little behind on the stream.
oh yeah, you're right.
I'm still on the hippopotamus cow.
That's what I was talking about. Like that's
Oh,
the thing. We never did actually make that. Um,
challenge accepted.
yeah, but generally that's how we go about making things. I don't know, like water building references. Oh, it's been a long time since we even made
Uh,
anything for water. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in this channel, uh, but anyway, yeah. So we have all these like
21. Dang.
I know, crazy. Goes back to 2020 even. Um, but yeah, so we have a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and development is quite the adventure. So yeah, definitely we do plan on making more videos on this channel that just kind of give you an overview of what it's like to add a new feature or fix a bug or just like a general overview of our development environment, just so you can get an idea for how that is if you're interested. But we thought this would be a good opportunity just to give you an idea for where we want to take the game and kind of just have a retrospective on the previous update. So, unless there's anything else you wanted to say, Sifu, I think that's all I have.
I think we're well positioned for the next update. I'm really excited to get some more stuff out to you guys.
All right. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. We're out.